party for Frederick. I'm sure he'll thank everyone after this. But just to quickly introduce myself, for those that don't know me, my name is David Chan. I've been blessed to have known Francis for the last over 25 years. You know, we've known each other since we were about 5 or 6 years old, and I've seen him grow up from a little boy into a man, a big man, with big ambitions. And I was so happy to hear about Frederick's birth. And you know, this is the first time that I've been to a christening, you know, let alone being a godparent. So I would like to thank Francis for giving me the privilege and honor of being one of Frederick's godfathers. When he told me, I wasn't sure how to react. You know, I never really knew what it involved. I just thought that I'll just have to buy more presents. But then obviously, as we've heard this morning, that there are a bit more responsibilities. Frederick couldn't have been born into a more loving and wonderful family. You know, Francis and Margaret have not only been great friends over these years, but they've been exceptional hosts. I live and work in Cardiff. I come to London quite a lot for courses, and Francis and Margaret have always welcomed me with open arms. You know, obviously now Frederick has taken my room, so I don't have a chance now. But you know, Margaret is always she mothers me sometimes. You know, prepares breakfast and everything, and I really appreciate that. You know, Francis has been very influential in my life. He's one of the first friends in our group to get married, and so he would, you know, I would ask him for advice for, you know, when I was single, and then when I got engaged, and I got married. Now he's giving me advice on how to have kids. You know, more recently, he's convinced me to vote for Brexit. Well, at times like this, you can't help but think about, you know, what this new little person will be like. You know, will he be a rocket scientist or an athlete when he grows up? You know, the wonderful thing is that no one really knows what Frederick is going to be like. He's a blank canvas, a clean slate, and we're just all eagerly seeing what he's going to write on it. But as they say, like father, like son, I don't know how much of the father we will want Frederick to be like. You might want to keep that to yourself. Or the child may end up with a combination of characteristics from the fatherly figures that he will grow up with, you know, grandfather, uncle, godfathers. Or sometimes the child may end up rebelling and doing exactly what the opposite of the fatherly figures, you know. And perhaps with all these in mind, I can share a few predictions of what baby Frederick may be like in the future. We can then decide if that's something we would like to change or not. One thing I know, Frederick's favourite food will be sausages. No question. He will grow up to be over 6 foot, easily, okay? With a name like Frederick, he will have the poshest English accent. His favourite sport will be basketball, because that's my favourite sport. But that's because he grew up supporting QPR, and therefore he's disillusioned by the whole football, because of, he'll be extremely popular with girls, just like his uncle. His favourite holiday destination will obviously be Wales, if he's not living there already. He'll be an avid Barisan national supporter. That's the rebelling against Francis. That's the you know, Frederick will study to be a medical lawyer, but realize that he can't own a yacht doing that. So he changes his mind and goes into banking, while he's running a huge portfolio of investment properties to support Mummy and Daddy's 4th round-the-world trip. Well, however Frederick will turn out, you know, we know that God's in control, and it is our duty to love him, to care for him, and to nurture him no matter what. You know, well, today is all about the celebration of baby Frederick and committing him to God. Francis and Margaret, if there's anything at all I can do to help, you know, I'm just a phone call away, 2-hour train ride away. I'm looking forward to seeing Frederick grow into a fine young man, just like his godfather. Persuade them to come and live in Wales one day. So thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to share a few words today. Enjoy the rest of the day.